Do you guys need to close
Let's go
the
ahead
door?
and pull the door closed.
So I'm just gonna do this because when I minimize the light.
Positive energy your way. Feeling that. All right.
He's got your camera covered.
Even though Halloween isn't until Thursday, if you have children in your life, you know they are already coming apart at the seams about Halloween. I was thinking back to growing up and what it was like to do Halloween 30 years ago. And I think it's a little different than we do today, but there are a lot of things that are the same. I remember when I was about my daughter's age, the big costumes for all of the school parades and parties were Star Wars themed. There was always Darth Vader and Chewbacca and Princess Leia and we always did homemade costumes when I was growing up. We tried to do as many things that we could just make around the house. And there was a year that I was a zebra, and I actually won the costume contest that year, so that was pretty cool. And I remember that we would always go out on Halloween, and then everybody trick-or-treated on Halloween. Nobody moved Halloween to another day of the week. It was always on Halloween. And you'd get to go out around the neighborhood and collect all the candy you could handle. And of course, the big thing to carry to gather your candy was a big pillowcase. And that was partly because I remember people giving out larger pieces of things. Like we'd get popcorn balls and homemade treats. And it wasn't all just, bite-sized Snickers. One of my favorite houses to go to was a house where they had done this big decoration in the yard, and it was an older couple, and you would come in and you get to pose in front of whatever decoration they'd done, and they would take a Polaroid picture of you to take with you. And I grew up with parents who were ministers, and so inevitably the church would have what was called trunk or treat as well at some point around the same time. And it seems that over the years, Halloween has sort of gotten scarier. Um, and I think just in general, we do a lot more with horror movies and scary movies. And once upon a time, sort of the scariest thing they had was Frankenstein.